Hi, I'm Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com, and we're here to look at a copy of Tommy the Movie.
Big shelf.
So this is the Record Store Day release of the Tommy soundtrack. This was a UK Record Store Day release. I managed to get it here in Toronto, thanks to, shout out to Rotate This, by far the best selection of Record Store Day stuff in Toronto, one of the best around. They managed to get stuff from the States and Canada and UK. The original soundtrack recording of the Who's Tommy 2LP set on colored vinyl, featuring Eric Clapton, Tina Turner, Roger Daltrey, and Margaret Oliver Reed, Sir Elton John, and The Who. It's not Sir Pete Townsend, is it? It probably should be. I don't know if he got knighted, but he absolutely should be. And this is the Record Store Day 2025 release. I obviously have, there's a gazillion versions here. It just happens to be beside me. That's the orchestral version. I have the film soundtrack sort of kicking here. I guess I could have gotten this ahead of time. Look, Smithereens version. I mean, there's all kinds of versions we have of Tommy, but of all of them, including, the psychotically large box set that actually demonstrates it all, the classic records version, all of this stuff all playing together. But yeah, do we have a new release and it's on colored vinyl and I'm hoping that the mastering is really great? Yeah, I picked it up. Of course I did. It's another copy of The Who. Why not? I think that this will sound really fantastic. I hope. I hope that they did a good job on the mastering. I love the film soundtrack of this. I love what he did. It's a post-Quadrophenia version of Tommy. That's really fundamentally what it is that Pete spent tons of time using some of the synthesis that he actually developed for things like a little bit in Who's Next, but definitely in Quadrophenia, and expanded it. I love the other productions. Obviously, Tina Turner is exemplary. Elton John's version, which really isn't as much of a Who recording as anything that's actually done completely with Elton and his band. But yeah, love the version of Sally Simpson on this. Is just absolutely killer. I love the difference that they actually did with this. In the same way, another soundtrack that I love, the difference between Hair and the Milos Forman version of Hair. I love the movie soundtrack more than I love the Broadway. I probably listen to this more than I actually do the original Who version. Certainly I listen to live versions more than the original Who version. I just think that Tommy is fantastic, but what it became, both live and interpretations, is, for me, a pretty remarkable thing. I also have, I don't know, can I find it really quickly? Oh, I can. Look at this. The rarest Tommy I have, just to show this off, that guy. So this is the original Broadway. This was only ever released on vinyl in Brazil. It's one of the first Discogs purchases I did when I realized we could buy records from all over the world. Even in the 90s when this came out, the sound on this in CD was so shrill, and it's actually George Martin that actually produced it. And the sound of this, it's not even a gated snare, it's this obnoxious 90s snare on the soundtrack. Great playing, terrible drum sound. And rightly or wrongly, on vinyl, when they tamed a lot of those high frequencies, this sounds way better. It's still not amazing, but this sounds way, way, way better than the CD because of the different processing that they use for that. So there's another thing about Tommy. But we're here to talk about this guy, the Record Store Day one. Literally have no idea how this sounds compared to the general release, but we're going to crack this open and actually see what we have to listen to here. There's a proper gatefold, which is nice. Record Store Day hype sticker will be kept, of course. Really like it. It's this sort of semi-gloss cover. It's quite attractive. It's not like super thick. It's not a Stoughton type style, but it's decent. A little bit of nonsense here. Not numbered. Oh yeah, I just saw his name here. The piano playing by Nicky Hopkins on this is insane. So yeah, look at this wonderful thing. Now this did just come out on 4K. Review of that coming soon. But we have the opportunity to actually experience this incredible work by Ken Russel. I think one of the great music movies ever made. Super rambunctious. And for those, in a post-MTV world, as it were, just how groundbreaking and how remarkable this film was. It's camp, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing. The sleeves are these... they're very attractive picture sleeves. Unfortunately, the vinyl has been put inside that, which annoys the heck out of me. But I'll try to take this out as carefully as possible before they actually get washed. So, side 1 and 2 on this lovely sort of orange color. Just put this on the rack here. Before cleaning, full lyrics on the inner, and this sort of cyan, sky blue. Not quite. It's not a teal, but yeah, this disc too. So this is obviously going to be a general re-release, but the colored vinyl version is what is special for Record Store Day. Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah, I mean, like, right? More orchestral. So many different versions of Tommy for us to sort of explore and dive into. Tommy, trying to find the joined together Tommy, what we have. Yeah, so here's an original. There we go. So this is the original with the original gatefold, similar, and just confirming that the inner sleeves on the first, yep. So this is what the inner sleeves look like previously. So this sort of similar printing, but this sort of, you see it's a very sort of dull, but a thicker cardboard here, whereas this is much thinner cardboard, but a slightly different printing, slightly glossier, but very much the same element as we have here. You can see the layout, the difference, the difference of the printing, etc. Old, new, and just the way that it sort of behaves. So yeah, a really nice replication of what came before of the Tommy soundtrack. It'll be fun to dive in and actually hear any difference. And whatever, I have another version of Tommy. Why not have one to add to the many that I already have for The Who, which, you know, frankly, one of my favorite bands of all time. This is one of my favorite recordings of all time. So I'm going to double, triple, quintuple dip. Seems like a perfectly good one to do so. So that's our look at Tommy, the Record Store Day colored vinyl release. For ThatShelf.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know what you think of this particular recording in the comments. Any other questions you might have. Subscribe, hit the bell, do all of that stuff. It really helps a lot. We will see you next video. All the best. Take care.